With the 2024 trout season kicking off, it's the perfect time to reflect on last year's efforts. One of my main goals for the 2023 trout season was to catch on the dry fly. This is something I accomplished quite early on and left me asking, what was my target now? Obviously landing bigger fish is always nice, but instead I decided to try and be more consistent with catching and more importantly explore some new waters and really enjoy my time out. So I just wanted to jump in here and say a really big thank you to everyone that's been coming to the channel, watching the videos, and to all the new subscribers. You've really been keeping the channel going while I've not been so active over the past 6 months, and I really appreciate that. So again, a massive thank you. Hopefully over the upcoming months I'll have a little bit more time and I'll be able to get out on the bank a bit more and of course work through a massive backlog of footage that I've got. So I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for sticking around. Well, I've just walked down to the bottom of this tiny little river where we're going to fish today. I've not been out on this one very much at all this season. I've been prioritising more of the sort of the upland classic trout rivers, but we're going to give this one a go. We're very much down in the agricultural land today. Just need some water, it's really hot today. Anyway, yeah, we've had a few days of absolutely blistering heat. I say blistering, it's been 20s, but when we're not used to that, that feels warm in Britain. So I decided to come out and see if we could get a couple of trout. And one of the main reasons I decided to come out as well is because I've got a new fly line on my rod. So I really wanted to give that a go, see how I get on with it. Hopefully it'll be really good. We're going to walk up, have a few casts, see what we can pull out. I'm not sure what to fish today. I don't know whether to go dry flies because the water is absolutely crystal clear, or whether to go nymph streamers, things like that. I've had more luck on those in the past. We will work it out. We will hopefully catch some fish. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I think one might have just taken just in front of me. Let's get a little dry fly on and see if we can pick that up. Yep, we're in. Nice, really nice. Oh, he let go. No. After hooking and unfortunately losing this trout, it quickly disappeared and I didn't get another chance. I decided to keep moving on up the river to see if I could find some fish feeding further up. It wasn't long before I came across another pool where fish were taking bugs off the surface. Yeah, we're in. Nice. Really good. Well, a chub on a dry being a bit of a result there, obviously out of season, so we had a quick look, unhook and slipped it back. Let's go see if we can catch a trout. It's quite a nice chub though. Yeah, reasonably happy with that. Yeah, we're in. Just putting in as much side strain as this little rod can muster to stop it from getting in those snags. He's a big boy. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can get him in. Yes! What a trout! Absolute beaut. Mega stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Well, I'm very happy with this one. Something smashed me off just before I caught this. So I had to step up my gear a little bit. And as I drifted it round the corner, it caught the attention of this trout. I saw it come in for it and then it hit it. As I was about to lift it out, or as I was thinking, oh, I'm going to have to lift it out now, what an absolutely brilliant trout. This is a classic little fish. The colours on it are absolutely incredible. Anyway, we'll give this one a little bit of a rest and we'll slip it back. Well, just to kind of think that I'd been passing up on this little stream for quite a while in favour of other rivers that I thought had better potential, but there you go. All along, right under my nose, was an absolutely brilliant trout venue. And this is the fly that's doing all the business today. There's still a few fish eating off the surface just in front of me, despite me catching 2 fish out of this pool now. We're obviously going to go for the hat trick, see if we can get one more out. Let's go and fish, see what we can do. Yeah, we're in again. That's a nice fish. I don't know what's happened. Magically we're still on somehow. Try not to apply too much pressure in case it just pops, but just enough to keep him occupied. Yeah, into the shallows. See if we can pop him in. Yeah, mega. What? That literally just fits in the net. Oh, amazing, amazing, brilliant. What? That fight was gnarly. Oh. Right, we need a minute to compose myself before we do anything. Well, this is absolutely crazy. No sooner did I put that last brown trout back, I had another couple of casts and we've got an absolute pig. This thing is a brute, man. He is enormous. So that was not a pretty fight. I was not prepared for this at all. It gave me a proper run round. Some of my line got caught on the reel, so I couldn't really give properly. Just, oh, my heart. Wow. This fish is incredible. We're going to have a little look at this one. We're going to give it away before we slip it back. Absolutely mega. Well, we just threw it on the scales really quickly and there it is, 2 pounds 4 ounce of incredible brown trout. Let's get this one back in the water. It was absolutely brilliant to have 3 fish from one pool, including an incredible brown trout. This area being well and truly blown out from all the activity, I kept moving up. It wasn't long until I found another trout feeding on the surface. Oh, that was a nice fish. While I did all the hard work to get the take, unfortunately the trout just popped off and another missed opportunity. As it got darker as the sun sank lower, I decided to call it a day on what had been an incredible few hours fishing. So I've just scooched down a near vertical bank behind me to get access to this river, and this is one that I actually fished when I very first started fly fishing all the way, well, a year ago basically, just over a year ago, and I basically think I didn't have the skill level to make the most of this little water. It's very intimate, the trout are tiny and it requires a lot of finesse, and when you're first starting out in trout fishing, finesse is probably not something you have. I'm not sure I have it now, but we're going to give it a crack anyway. Hopefully we'll get some fish out today. I've got a very small size 18 dry fly on, and yeah, we're going to wander up and see if we can pull out some little pristine trout. Yes, we're in. At last. Brilliant. Nice little trout that. At last, man. Yeah, nice fish. Really nice fish. Oh, beaut. Well, there we have it, my first trout from this little stream, taken on a little dry fly. I was fishing sort of an olive colour and it just was not having that at all, so I switched over to a black, like hawthorn fly imitation, size 18, and yeah, we managed to get it. I'm going to get this guy unhooked and slip back. Over the space of a few hours, I kept exploring this river. The trout may be small, but they were definitely wily. I had a couple of hookups, only to see the pristine fish wriggle off and disappear back into the river. Eventually, I managed to keep one on and landed my second fish of the day. Reaching the top of the fishable stretch, it was soon time to pack up and head off. It It'd been a brilliant day exploring a new water, and I couldn't wait to get back out on some new rivers. Fishing on new waters is always a gamble. There's obviously the optimism of a new water and what could be, paired with the reality of not knowing where to cast, where the fish hold up, or even if you're actually going to catch. Over the next couple of sessions, I fished some brand new rivers, places I had never been before. It was brilliant to be out exploring the countryside, finding new waters, but it's safe to say the fishing was quite slow. I'm in no doubt this was due to my own ability rather than the actual presence of any fish. The size of the rivers I was on was also a step up from the small intimate little streams I was used to fishing. Even just the amount of water I now had to cover was a daunting task. After a few sessions out and some bad weather, I found myself fishing a rising river and much to my surprise managed to hook a trout on a dry fly.
We are in at last.
Well, absolutely brilliant to be into the first trout of this session. I was not sure it was going to happen today. Yeah, well made up with that. Only a small one, but conditions are hard, things are tough. I will absolutely take it.
The last few sessions of fishing had been a humbling experience. I'd gone from catching large trout on small streams to scratching for anything that would bite. Going forward, I decided to rethink my strategy. While it had been great to get out and explore a whole variety of waters, it was becoming obvious it was not the way to catch. Instead, I decided to invest my time in one water in particular. I wanted to learn all of the deep pools, the riffles, and everywhere the trout might hide to maximise my chances of catching. The year before, this river had absolutely beaten me, and I'd failed to get the river to give up any of its secrets. Going forward, I was going to spend the time and hopefully land a few nice fish, but that is the subject of another video.